There are certain days that feel different. You may wake up with a strange sense of awareness, as if something unseen is shifting. October 19th carries that kind of energy. It's not about superstition or prediction, it's about resonance. Every date has a frequency, and some align with powerful cosmic patterns that influence how we feel and how we think. This particular day reminds us to pay attention, to slow down and notice what's moving through our lives and our minds. If you felt restless, inspired, or unusually emotional around this time, you're not imagining it. Energy is constantly flowing through us and around us. When collective attention meets a specific moment in time, that energy becomes amplified. Think of it like a radio frequency suddenly becoming clearer. October the 19th of May be one of those frequencies, a moment when our awareness can tune in more easily to subtle changes happening within our consciousness. This energy isn't about luck or external signs alone. It's an invitation to look inward. The deeper meaning of October 19th lies in reflection, understanding how your thoughts create ripples in your emotional field. Each thought carries information, each emotion transmits a signal. When you notice recurring patterns or experiences, you're actually observing your energy in motion. The universe mirrors that back to help you evolve. So this day becomes a reminder that transformation doesn't arrive from outside, it begins with how you respond inside. Take October 19th as an opportunity to pause and listen. Ask yourself, what am I being shown right now? Maybe it's a chance to release something old or to open to something new. The universe speaks in quiet ways, through feelings, timing, and intuition. When you pay attention to those subtle messages, you align with the rhythm of creation itself. That's the hidden meaning behind this date, a sacred mirror showing you your own potential for change. Most people move through their days unaware of the invisible energy that surrounds them. But energy is real. It shapes our moods, thoughts, and even the choices we make. Around October 19th, there's often a subtle shift, something you might not see but can definitely feel. It's that sudden wave of emotion, a burst of clarity, or even a quiet restlessness that has no clear source. This shift is not random. It's the field around you responding to collective vibration. Everything in existence is made of energy. Your emotions, your heartbeat, even your breath emit frequencies that interact with the greater field. When enough people feel similar emotions, the collective energy starts to move. Around certain times, like now, that movement becomes stronger. You might notice people acting differently, time feeling faster, or sleep becoming deeper. These are small signs that the energetic atmosphere is changing. If you pay attention, you'll see how your inner state syncs with what's happening around you. The world reflects your inner vibration. That's why feeling anxious attracts more chaos, while feeling calm opens space for solutions. The shift around October 19th invites you to balance your frequency. Don't resist what comes up emotionally. Instead, breathe through it and allow it to pass. When energy changes, resistance only makes it louder. This period isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Notice your feelings without judgment. Observe your thoughts like clouds drifting across the sky. You don't need to control the shift, just flow with it. The more you relax into the energy, the clearer your intuition becomes. And once you align with it, you'll start to sense life unfolding in harmony rather than conflict. That's how the invisible becomes powerful. Awareness is the first step to any transformation. You can't change what you don't notice. Most of us live on autopilot, thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, repeating the same patterns. But when awareness enters, the pattern breaks. Around October 19th, awareness expands more easily. It's like the universe opens a doorway for deeper understanding, giving you the chance to see what's really running your life. Awareness means observing without reaction. It means watching your thoughts instead of being ruled by them. This simple act turns the unconscious into the conscious. When you see yourself clearly, you also see how reality mirrors you. If your inner world is filled with fear or doubt, your outer world echoes that. But if you choose calm, gratitude, and purpose, life starts to shift in response. Awareness is the tool that bridges both worlds. Think of your mind as a lens. If it's cloudy with old emotions, you can't see clearly. Awareness cleans that lens. That's why moments like October 19th are powerful. The energy supports clear seeing, seeing your truth, your patterns, your potential. It's not about judgment, it's about honesty. Once you become aware, you hold the power to redirect your focus toward what you truly want. Awareness also creates peace. When you stop reacting and start observing, life feels lighter. You realize you're not the thought, not the emotion, but the one who notices both. That shift in identity changes everything. So as this energy unfolds, let awareness be your compass. Let it guide you beyond confusion and into clarity. Awareness turns chaos into understanding, and that's where transformation begins. The universe is always communicating, it just doesn't use words. Instead, it speaks through patterns, synchronicities, and experiences that repeat until you pay attention. Around October 19th, these signs can become stronger. You might notice repeating numbers, meaningful dreams, or random coincidences that feel too precise to ignore. These are not accidents, they're signals guiding you toward greater awareness. Every sign carries a message about your current path. When you notice the same number sequence or symbol appearing again and again, it's an energetic echo. It reflects what your subconscious already knows but hasn't fully expressed. The key is to stay open without forcing meaning. The message will always match what your soul needs to hear at that moment. Sometimes it's encouragement, sometimes a reminder to pause, and other times a nudge toward change. Trust what you feel when a sign appears. The body knows the truth before the mind catches up. A shiver, a sudden sense of calm, or a moment of deep recognition. These are your confirmations. They tell you that you're in alignment with something bigger than logic. The more you honor these intuitive hints, the stronger they become. The universe loves participation. It responds to your attention. So on October 19th, pay attention to the details. Notice what repeats, what stands out, what feels meaningful. Write it down if you can. Patterns tell stories about where you're headed. The universe isn't testing you, it's teaching you how to listen. And once you learn its language, you realize that guidance is never far away. You just have to stay aware long enough to see it. Everything that exists begins as energy. Before a thought becomes real, before an emotion turns into action, it first vibrates within the quantum field, the invisible space that connects all things. This field holds every potential reality you could ever experience. On October 19th, that field feels a little closer, more responsive and more alive. It's as if the boundary between thought and manifestation grows thinner, giving you a chance to consciously shape what comes next. The quantum field doesn't respond to wishful thinking. It mirrors your emotional state. When you think of something with clear focus and genuine feeling, you send out a signal. That signal meets matching frequencies in the field and begins to pull them into form. This isn't magic, it's resonance. October 19th opens a moment when your emotional signals are amplified, making your intentions more powerful than usual. That's why your inner state matters so much. When you hold gratitude, peace, or love, the energy you broadcast aligns with expansion. When you dwell in fear or anger, the same field responds with situations that reflect that vibration. The field doesn't judge, it simply echoes. October 19th invites you to tune that echo carefully. Think of it as updating your energetic broadcast so it matches the future you want. So as this day unfolds, stay mindful of what you're projecting. Notice your thoughts and emotions as creative tools, not random reactions. Every moment is a chance to recalibrate your signal. The quantum field is always listening. When you align your energy with trust and intention, reality begins to shape itself in surprising ways. That's the deeper mystery of this day. It's not the date that holds the power, it's the awareness it awakens within you. Emotions are not just feelings, they're energy in motion. Every emotion carries a frequency that shapes the experiences you attract. High-frequency emotions like joy, love, and gratitude open doors. Low-frequency emotions like fear and doubt close them. Around October 19th, emotional energy intensifies, meaning what you feel, you create, faster than usual. This is why staying conscious of your mood is so important right now. Most people try to change their reality while feeling negative, and it doesn't work. You can't attract abundance from a mindset of lack. You can't attract peace while holding tension. The emotional frequency has to match what you desire. That's how energy alignment works. So if you want new beginnings around this time, start by feeling what those new beginnings would bring: confidence, ease, and fulfillment. You can raise your emotional frequency through simple choices. Gratitude is one of the most powerful. When you focus on what's working instead of what's missing, your energy rises. Music, breathwork, meditation, or simply being present in nature all help shift vibration. These small acts tell the universe, I'm ready for more light. Once your emotional field is coherent, manifestation becomes effortless. On October 19th, use emotion as your compass. When something feels heavy, it's showing you resistance. When something feels light, it's showing alignment. Don't overthink the process. Feel it instead. The more you embody higher frequencies, the more your external world adjusts to match them. Reality is a mirror of your emotional vibration, and on this day that mirror shines extra clear. Your subconscious mind runs most of your life. It's like invisible software that determines how you think, feel, and respond. Most of these patterns were written long ago, through childhood experiences, repeated thoughts, and emotional memories. October 19th presents a rare energetic window to rewrite that code. When consciousness meets energy at the right frequency, deep subconscious change becomes possible. Reprogramming doesn't mean forcing new thoughts. It means shifting emotion. When you pair a new thought with a strong positive feeling, the subconscious accepts it as truth. This is why affirmations alone often fail. They lack emotional charge. The trick is to combine thought, emotion, and focus until your inner story changes. Around this time, that combination becomes easier to achieve. You may notice old memories resurfacing. Instead of pushing them away, view them as signals of what's ready to heal. Each memory carries an emotion that seeks release. By feeling it without resistance, you neutralize its power. That's how the subconscious updates itself, not by erasing the past, but by transforming the emotion attached to it. Once it's released, new beliefs naturally take root. So on October 19th, take a few minutes to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and observe what rises within. You might see old fears or doubts. Smile at them. They're just echoes of your former self. Replace them with the feeling of peace, freedom, or self-trust. The subconscious listens to emotion, not logic. And this day, more than most, is tuned to help you rewrite your inner story. Your heart is more than a muscle. It's an intelligent field of energy that communicates with your brain and body. When your heart and mind are in harmony, you enter what's known as coherence, a state of inner balance and clarity. Around October 19th, achieving this coherence becomes especially powerful because the collective energy supports emotional alignment. Heart coherence isn't complicated. It begins with breathing slowly and focusing on the area of your heart. As you breathe, imagine feelings of gratitude or compassion. Within seconds, your heart rhythm stabilizes, your brain becomes more focused, and your nervous system calms down. This harmony not only improves health, but also strengthens your connection with intuitive insight, that quiet knowing that guides you toward the right decisions. When the heart is coherent, your energy becomes magnetic. You attract people, opportunities, and experiences that match your vibration. The universe reads your emotional state like a signal. If that signal is peaceful and open, what returns will reflect that peace. That's why heart coherence is more than a wellness technique. It's a manifestation tool. It bridges emotion and creation. On October 19th, practice heart-centered awareness. Spend a few minutes simply breathing and feeling appreciation for life. This act aligns your energy field with stability and flow. When your heart leads, fear fades, clarity replaces confusion, and you realize that alignment with your heart is alignment with the rhythm of the universe itself. Every version of you exists on a different timeline. Each thought, emotion, and decision opens a new path. But sometimes, we stay stuck in loops, repeating patterns from the past that no longer match who we are. Letting go of those timelines is how we create new ones. October 19th brings energy that supports release. It's the perfect time to let the old dissolve and step into the next version of your life. Letting go isn't always easy. We hold on to memories, people, or emotions because they feel familiar. Yet, what's familiar often limits growth. To move forward, you must allow old emotions to pass through without clinging to them. Feel the pain, but don't identify with it. When you do, it transforms. Energy once trapped in resistance becomes available for creation again. That's how timelines shift through surrender. You might notice events from the past resurfacing around this date. Don't see it as regression. See it as cleansing. The universe often replays what's ready to heal. Each emotion that reappears is an invitation to rewrite your response. Instead of reacting the same way, breathe, observe, and choose peace. That single moment of conscious response creates a new timeline instantly. On October 19th, take time to visualize releasing the old. Imagine your energy field clearing. Feel yourself stepping into a brighter, freer version of you. You're not erasing your past, you're integrating it with wisdom. The more you release what doesn't serve you, the more the universe can align you with what does. This is how transformation becomes real. Not by adding more, but by letting go. Intention is the language of creation. Every outcome you experience begins with it. It's not enough to wish or hope. You must intend with clarity and emotion. Intention directs energy, and energy shapes reality. Around October 19th, the universe seems to listen more closely. The field becomes more responsive, which means your intentions carry extra power. Setting intention doesn't mean controlling life. It means aligning your energy with your desired outcome. The more specific and heartfelt your intention, the stronger the signal. The process is simple. Decide what you want, feel it as already real, and release it with trust. The emotion behind your intention is what activates it. Thought creates direction. Emotion provides momentum. But here's the key. Intention must come from presence, not pressure. When you intend from fear or lack, the signal is scattered. When you intend from peace and gratitude, the signal is pure. That purity draws experiences that match your vibration effortlessly. So, take time on October 19th to focus your energy on one clear vision. Speak it, feel it, own it. Your intention is your personal compass. It reminds the universe what direction your energy should flow. Use this day to send out a message of clarity, not confusion. When your energy is precise, creation moves fast. That's why many people experience sudden breakthroughs around this time. They finally send out a focused, coherent signal. Let your intention be magnetic and watch what unfolds. Human consciousness is not separate. It's one great ocean of thought and emotion. Every person adds a ripple to that ocean. Around October 19th, collective energy becomes stronger. Many people around the world feel the same pull toward reflection and change. When enough hearts focus together, the energy multiplies, affecting not just individuals but the entire planet's frequency. You've likely felt this before. When a group meditates, prays, or even celebrates, the air feels different. That's collective resonance in action. When millions share similar emotions, the Earth's electromagnetic field actually shifts. During energetic portals like this, you can consciously choose to add positive energy to the collective field. Your personal vibration matters more than you think. To align with this collective current, focus on contribution rather than control. Ask yourself, what energy am I adding to the world today? If you choose compassion, peace, and forgiveness, those frequencies ripple outward. They touch others in unseen ways. You become a transmitter of harmony, helping balance the wider field during a period of global transformation. October 19th reminds us that awakening isn't personal. It's collective. As you heal, others benefit. As you raise your energy, you lift countless unseen lives. This is how real change spreads, not through force but through resonance. So let your thoughts and emotions become part of the healing wave moving through the planet. The more light you share, the more the world transforms. Dreams are windows into your subconscious. They speak in symbols, emotions, and storylines that reveal what your conscious mind can't see. Around October 19th, dreams often become more vivid, carrying messages that guide your growth. This happens because the veil between the conscious and unconscious thins. You're more open to insight, intuition, and truth. Symbols in dreams aren't random. Each one holds personal meaning. A doorway might represent opportunity. Water could symbolize emotion. Flight might suggest freedom. When these images appear repeatedly, they're pointing to areas of your life ready for attention or change. The key is to feel what each symbol means to you, not what a dictionary says. To work with this energy, write down your dreams as soon as you wake up. Don't analyze immediately. Just observe. Over time, patterns appear. These patterns mirror your inner state and reveal what your energy is focused on. Dreams act as nightly feedback from the universe, helping you align with your deeper purpose. October 19th is a perfect time to listen to these messages. Stay open to unusual symbols, synchronicities, or repeating themes. The unseen world is trying to guide you, not confuse you. Once you learn its language, you realize the signs were always there, waiting for you to notice. Your dreams are the whispers of your higher self, leading you toward clarity and awakening. Stillness is not emptiness, it's power in its purest form. In silence, you hear the voice of your true self. Around October 19th, when energies heighten and emotions stir, stillness becomes essential. It anchors you. It reminds you that beneath every thought and wave of feeling, there's a quiet awareness that never moves. This awareness is where real transformation happens. You can't find answers in noise or constant activity. When you stop, breathe, and observe, life begins to reorganize itself naturally. The body relaxes. The mind clears. Energy flows smoothly again. In that space, inspiration arrives, not from effort, but from alignment. Inner stillness isn't about escaping life, it's about seeing it clearly. When you're still, you don't react blindly. You choose consciously, and those choices carry immense creative power. The more time you spend in stillness, the more life seems to cooperate with you. You become a co-creator rather than a reactor. On October 19th, even a few moments of quiet can shift everything. Sit in silence, feel your breath, and let thoughts drift by. Don't force peace, allow it to arise. That calm awareness is your direct connection to the universe. It's the place where intention turns into reality, and chaos turns into clarity. Stillness is not a pause from life, it's where life begins anew. Transformation doesn't end when you awaken, it begins there. Integration is how you bring new awareness into daily life. Around October 19th, the energy feels like a reset. After deep reflection or emotional release, you may feel lighter but also sensitive. That's normal. Your energy field is recalibrating, learning how to stabilize the new frequency you've reached. Integration means grounding insights through action. It's not about staying in high vibration all the time. It's about embodying balance. Small rituals help: journaling, conscious breathing, mindful walking, or expressing gratitude. Each act tells your body, this new version of me is real. Without integration, insights fade. With it, transformation becomes your new baseline. You may notice old challenges returning to test your alignment. Don't see them as setbacks. They're reminders to apply what you've learned. Growth isn't linear, it spirals. Every test is another chance to choose awareness over reaction. That's how wisdom becomes embodied. So after this shift, move gently. Drink water, rest, and stay present. Energy needs time to settle. The more patient you are, the deeper the transformation roots itself. Integration turns awakening into lasting evolution. It's how you carry the energy of October 19th into every day that follows. October 19th is not the end of something, it's a mirror. It reflects the energy, emotions, and intentions you've carried so far. What you experience on this day depends on what you bring into it. If you approach it with fear, it reveals fear. If you approach it with openness, it reveals possibility. The power is never in the date itself, but in the consciousness you bring to it. This energy marks a turning point. It whispers that change is already happening, whether you notice it or not. The choice is whether you align with it or resist it. Awareness is your guide. Emotion is your signal. Intention is your tool. Together they help you navigate the unseen landscape of creation. The universe is not distant. It's responding to you every second. So don't ignore what happens around October 19th. Pay attention to how you feel, what repeats, and what calls for release. Every shift, no matter how subtle, carries a message designed for you. Trust that message. You're being invited into deeper alignment with your highest potential. In the end, this isn't about astrology, numerology, or prediction. It's about awakening. Remembering that your energy creates your experience. October 19th is just a reminder, a moment that says, you're more powerful than you think. The real transformation begins when you live from that knowing every single day.